We want to bring in the First Alert weather team right now because Sarah's talking about, not too bad. And Al, you're saying that's specifically because of where the storm is and what it's doing right now.
It's 100 miles to the east of her. And what's happened is it's become so elongated. It's much worse to the north than it is over, say, places like Hilton Head.
And that's what the storm has really done the whole time. It's shifted, it's moved, it's sped up, it's slowed down.
Right. And we have a First Alert weather day in place for today. We're already starting to see rain move in, but we've taken down the First Alert weather day for Saturday. Doesn't look nearly as impactful, so we'll have more details on that.
Now I'm going to talk about what you can expect for the First Alert weather day. First off, I want to take you out here now to Rock Hill, where you see finally the rain has moved into that part of York County. It's been into Lancaster. It's now into Matthews and falling here in Charlotte as well. This is going to be about two things here, folks, this First Alert weather day. It's going to be about heavy rain and heavy wind. The tornado risk is very, very low. That's not going to be an issue, but storm totals of 3 to 4 inches, very likely. Some spots could get 5 to 6. Sustained winds getting up around 30 miles per hour with gusts to about 50. Very possible. Again, you can see here's where Hilton Head is, and again, where's the heaviest of the rain? This thing has gotten so elongated that most of the rain is actually centered to the north, so it's not that classic looking hurricane, and it will behave a little bit differently as well. The wind is spreading out, and so that's pushing that rain up in our direction already here this morning. Now we can start to see a little bit of light rain getting up to the I-77 corridor, including Rock Hill, Cornelius, Huntersville, but the heavier downpours are to the east of us now, and so watch how time goes. Again, notice the timestamp here. So if you're back here, Lenore, Morganton, Shelby, Lincoln, you're saying, well, I'm not getting any rain yet. Well, that's right. But as the storm lifts northward, this is going to be lifting northward as well, and then eventually westward. And so your weather will be going downhill. And I'm here to tell you this Friday afternoon and evening will be really wet, very windy, and also cold with temperatures mainly in the 50s. So our temperatures will be in the 50s. But on top of that, look at the wind gusts this afternoon. This is 2 o'clock. We start to get into these 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts, so quite strong. Now, maybe not as strong across the foothills, but that's because the storm itself will be tracking up across the East Piedmont, not back towards the foothills, and so you're spared the worst of it back that way. That's good news. Here's your day planner, though. We would normally be about 80. We might get back to 60 this afternoon, and of course the rain chances are going up. It's 100% this afternoon. Those winds will be strong as well, getting into that 35 to 40 to 45 mile per hour range later this afternoon. Eventually things will start to improve. Becca's going to talk more about that right now. She's got the 7-day planner.
That's right. This weekend not looking like a total washout. Now, just like I mentioned before, First Alert weather day has been taken down for Saturday. We'll still see some rain linger in the morning hours, but the second half of the day looks to be mainly dry. But it'll be cloudy and quite cool, upper 60s for both Saturday and for Sunday, looking at some spotty rain showers. So for sure, anticipating rainfall later on this morning, but that will linger into early tomorrow morning. And again, the second half of Saturday doesn't look too bad at all. So that Charlotte FC game should be good to go. Saturday morning, we'll start off with clouds. We'll likely start off with some fog, but it'll be dry with a few spotty showers anticipated for the afternoon and evening hours. Now, we are windy through today, but winds will start to die down as we go into tomorrow. Now, for this 7-day forecast, First Alert weather day in place for concerns of flash flooding and high winds, upwards of about 45 miles per hour, but we'll see improving conditions later on this weekend and especially for the start of next week. Now, let's get a check on those road conditions with First Alert traffic. Back to you, Mary.
Let's